Hi dear students, how are you all? I hope you are well and staying at home and keeping yourself safe. Today I am going to talk about the movement of the earth. We all know that the earth makes two movements. One is the rotation and another one is the revolution. When the earth spins around on its axis, it is known as the rotation of the earth. Let us understand through an example. I when I was a kid, I used to take a bangle and spin it on the floor. During the spinning of the bangle, I used to see a white, thin, transparent line. I know that line did not exist actually, but still I could see that. That was just my imagination. Now let's relate this example to the earth. Just as the bangle spin on the floor, our earth spins in the universe. And just as I used to see a white thin transparent line, in the same way there is an imaginative line to whom we have named as axis of the earth. So the earth spins around on its axis and this movement is known as the rotation of the earth. When the earth spins on its axis, along with that it takes a round around the sun. This process of the earth is known as the revolution of the earth. Let us talk more about the rotation and revolution of the earth. Now I can see that this is our earth. I hope you all can see, and in it the half part of the earth is illuminated, means that is receiving some light, and another one is in the darkness. Now the part that is illuminated is actually facing the sun and it is getting the direct sunlight of the sun, and just because of it is receiving the sunlight, it is having the daytime, while the other part that is not receiving the sunlight and is in darkness is experiencing the night at that time. Our earth moves from west to east and it completes its one rotation in 24 hours. This 24-hour is known as 1 day, and our rotation of the earth causes day and now let us talk about more effects of the rotation of the earth. The rotation of the earth influences the direction of the flow of the ocean currents and direction of the winds, means it changes, it influences, it helps in changing the direction of the flow of the ocean currents and direction of the winds. Thirdly, it causes the tides. What are the tides? Tides are the rise and fall of the ocean waves, and this thing happens twice in a day. And last thing is the places that are on the extreme east side, or we can see whichever places are in the east, they experience or they see the sunrise before all the other countries or places can. That is why Japan is known as the land of the rising sun, because Japan is situated in the extreme eastern hemisphere and that is the first place that sees the sunrise. Now let's talk about the revolution of the earth. In the image we can see there is a sun in the center and our earth is revolving around it. It is following a fixed path. The red lines is making a path, and this red line path is known as the orbit of the earth. Means it is the fixed path that is taken by the earth, and the earth moves on this path at the speed of 30 kilometer per second. That means in a second the earth moves to 30 kilometer. It's very strange, है ना? Let us talk more about it. The earth completes its one revolution around the sun in 365 days. Means it takes 365 days to complete one revolution around the sun. One quarter also. But you must be thinking that we are having only 365 days. Now where is our quarter day? This quarter day is added after every 4 years. That is why after 4 years we are having a leap year. A leap year is having 366 days. In that year our February month is having 29 days. Otherwise in another years we are having 365 days. This quarter day makes one day after 4 years. So now we know that a leap year has 366 days, and in leap year our February month is having 29 days. Now let's learn why do we have different seasons. Now we see that there is a brightened thing in the center, and another thing is rotating around it, revolving around it. So it's the brightened thing is our sun, and the thing that is revolving around it is our earth. As we all know, the earth rotates on its axis. It keeps on rotating every minute, every second. So the place that gets more sunlight is experiencing the summer season, and that the place that is getting less sunlight is experiencing the winter season. Now we can see the northern hemisphere is getting less sunlight. That means it is experiencing the winter, whereas the southern hemisphere was experiencing the summer. So gradually when the equal sunlight is being received by both hemispheres, the winter season is followed by the spring, and the summer season is followed by the fall. So gradually while revolving around the sun, the seasons keep on changing, and the northern hemisphere starts getting more sunlight as compared to the southern hemisphere. So the northern hemisphere is experiencing the summer season, whereas the southern hemisphere is experiencing the winter season. I hope now it is clear to all of you why do we have the different. So let us read it once. The most important effect of the revolution of the earth and the tilt of the earth's axis is that they cause seasons. As I told you, it is because of the revolution of the earth and the tilt of the earth's axis that causes seasons. And the part that is leaning towards the sun experiences summer season, while the leaning away experiences the winter season. As I told you, the part that was getting more sunlight, means that was leaned towards the sun, was experiencing the summer season, while the tilted away part was experiencing winter season. I hope the things are clear to you and you enjoyed watching the video. If you have any query, please do comment. Thank you and have a nice day.